A little drama, little controversy. What's going on, people? Hope you're all doing well. Welcome back, as per usual, more esports talk. You know, I thought my hair this morning was bad, and then I saw this, and I don't think it could get any worse. Hope you guys are all doing well watching this one. Yes, drama controversy does continue when it comes time for Overwatch pros potentially leaving the scene for the Valorant scene. I have a video probably planned for tomorrow about Raucus, formerly of the Houston Outlaws. He left the Overwatch scene a couple of days before matches to join and actually go competitive in Valorant instead. It seems it could be a similar story for an Overwatch pro known as Decay, who has now been benched by the Dallas Fuel following what Hastro, their chief gaming officer for the Envy organization, has called a lack of cooperation and not wanting to practice with the Dallas Fuel. Who would have thought? You don't play, you don't get paid, all of a sudden severing ties with Decay, but along with him is some internal troubles which Dallas Fuel fans have actually seen in the past with members like Rascal or OGE or Decay as well. Had rumors of maybe taking breaks or wanting to take breaks for a game maybe like Valorant he seems to be enjoying. These have been internal struggles with the organization that fans have certainly seen before and now have resurfaced, and it's not just Decay who has actually been, severed ties with the organization. By the way, a couple of days after the deadline, so he cannot play for anyone else either. Head coach Arrow now also gone alongside an assistant coach, all within the same few span of hours, which is very worrisome. Worrisome enough, though, that the CGO, that being Hastro, has now spoken out in a rant about this very interesting case. As after Dallas Fuel said, we have granted the request of Decay to release him from his contract prior to the end of the 2020 Overwatch League season, Hastro has now responded and subquoted and tweeted all of these things in response to I would say, a nervous community. As he says, we know we have to work hard to get our team playoff ready, so let's talk about this. Decay had a few months left in his contract, but refused to work with our staff. When a player refuses to practice, it is time for us to move on and give our players their best shot. Decay is obviously a great player, but he didn't fit into our team and didn't want to cooperate with the goals of our staff. We just can't keep someone like that around. We wish him the best and hope he can find a place where his talent fits. I don't expect everyone to understand, but our team dynamic is important and we have major progress left to be made. We are still working hard to make a playoff push, and I feel like we have a great players to do that. Not ideal, but we will keep on pushing. And shortly thereafter, they had the announcements of also coaches being replaced on this roster, and yes, you have to choose to trust the organization. As of me recording, Decay has yet to post anything. I imagine I would like to believe an organization, because I know some fans have been hesitant about this, and their response so far, if there was anything, odd going on, I imagine Decay in his post will actually talk about this, and of course, if he does, we will break that down. But I do choose to trust Hastro and the organization. If a player, a very young player at that, by the way, does not want to cooperate, does not want to practice, then yeah, you're going to make some changes. Now, the coaching staff changes, that could be troublesome, especially at a time right now, but still, if those are the changes they think they needed to be made, then you got to trust the organization. Or if you don't choose to do so, and I'm certainly, there are a few people out there who would not trust this. It is a very peculiar case because we have seen tons of Overwatch pros out there, and a rumor stemming back from just June from the Atlanta Reign head coach about how potentially Decay had really been enjoying playing Valorant. And especially now, by the way, Hastro later responded, they actually accepted his request at the time of that request being made, and thus being a couple days after the deadline to be traded. So Decay cannot be traded, but if he wanted to be, he would have had to bring this request up apparently earlier with the overall organization, which he did not do so. Which does make it all the more interesting. If he cannot be traded anywhere else this season, does he go pro in Valorant, a game that he's been rumored to actually be enjoying? And of course, we've seen plenty of other Overwatch League pros also depart. Plenty of, lower level, I would say, Overwatch pros also certainly going to give Valorant a shot. And we've even seen people like Sinatra already making as much money in Valorant as he actually did in the Overwatch League with less restrictions. He is making a lot of money. I can admit that to all of you guys. He is making a good chunk of change. And of course, a couple days ago, we saw Raucus also making this move. There are tons of pro players from other scenes who have already made this move. I talked about this months ago. There were CSGO pro players at CSGO events, rest in peace LAN events, that were actually playing Valorant at Counter-Strike events. Eventually, those pros switch to Valorant. Could Decay follow suit? And especially with the trade deadline, it certainly seems like it. Is there some trouble underneath the umbrella for the Dallas Fuel right now? Yes. If any team out there changed out a player in this kind of fashion and an assistant coach and a head coach, I think anyone has their right to be concerned. You have to trust the organization, see what moves they do make next, because certainly a move is needed. And Decay, where will he be moving? Will it be from Overwatch to Valorant like many other pros already have? We will find out sometime soon. Until next time, hope you guys all enjoy. Drink that wah, drink that ka. I'll catch you guys back here sometime very soon. Take care of yourselves, all right? Have a good day.